Ishibon and Guru in the house, back with another news episode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some really awesome news for you guys. But first, let me just remind you, if you seek daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. If you are a FIFA junkie, if you seek daily FIFA content or rather regular FIFA content, I have definitely put up an awesome content already on my second channel, the link of which is in the description. Hit the link and enjoy all the FIFA content that there is, and you can actually suggest in the comments of those and these videos what type of content of about FIFA that you would like to have, you would like to watch, or would you like to consume. I would try to provide it to you. So without any further ado, let us jump into the things that are actually coming up. As an Arsenal fan, there are certain things that I'm liking, there are certain things that I have to be embracing, which is about to hit me, and that one of those things includes this lad. Of course, we have none other than Odson Edward. Of course, I made a video yesterday that there is going to be a swap in the strikers that actually currently play for Arsenal. Well, it looks like Edu has already opened talks over Arsenal's second deal ahead of the summer transfer window. So Arsenal continue to be linked with the France under-21 international, who could be the perfect replacement for Alex Lacazette. Now, Arsenal have made a solid inquiry for Celtic striker Odson Edward. This is according to the Transfer Window podcast, who claim that the Frenchman is expected to move on in the summer when he will only have a year remaining on his current contract with Celtic. Furthermore, it is claimed that Celtic have named their price for Edward. It is £21.6 million, which is similar to the fee Arsenal paid for Kieran Tierney in the summer of 29. But for Arsenal, it is difficult because they have to fend off interest from AC Milan, Roma, and of course Leicester City, who try to replace Jamie Vardy. So with that said, it would appear that Arsenal have made their move, with transfer chief Edu engaging in talks with the Hoops by reportedly making a solid inquiry for the France under-21 international. The development is actually comes hot on heels of Alex Lacazette deciding that he would want to leave. So more on it, because Edward has long been linked with Arsenal with a move. So, but in this summer will it happen? Well, we'll see if that's going to be happening or not. So without any further ado, the second news that I have for you guys is about Arsenal Player of the Month nominees for the February month. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got for the February month, Arsenal Player of the Month. The nominees for February are Bukayo Saka, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who took the match ball against Leeds United and really killed it, the Benfica game as well. Or it's Nico Pepe, the rebuilding of Nico Pepe, the rejuvenation, or the tank in the midfield, Granit Xhaka, who literally plays a lot of games. I mean, 12 consecutive games played for 90 flippin' minutes. This guy is a monster. He is a monster. You got to agree and accept it with both hands. And of course, talking about other stuffs, let's talk about Alex Lacazette. Now, the decision, Lyon have made a decision, and so is the official confirmation. According to Football London, Alexander Lacazette is set to leave Arsenal this summer. Well, Arsenal are ready to listen to offers for Alex Lacazette because he's entering the final year of his contract. And we know Roma, Monaco, and Atletico Madrid have all been linked with him in recent months. So the strong possibility of him alongside a fallen Balogun to leave Arsenal. So Lyon have already made Alexander Lacazette decision as Arsenal set transfer conditions. Now, as reported, the Gunners are more than happy to let him leave. But the more importantly, who is definitely going to buy Lacazette, because he was cleverly linked with, as I said, Atletico Madrid, Roma. But there was another team, a Lyon reunion that was supposed to happen. But Juninho's comments from the earlier this season won't be encouraging. He says, in January 2020, I called Alexander Lacazette to chat a bit with him because he was having problems at Arsenal. And I said to myself, why not do a loan for 6 months with us, where you will enjoy yourself, play all the games and score the goals you know how to, and then you go back to Arsenal or somewhere else. But from the moment that you start looking at the level of the contract of these players, like with Juventus and Barcelona, it is not possible for us today. Today, we have to tell truth. We cannot pay the salary of a player like Umtiti. We have to be honest with our supporters. But if the players is looking for a project, he's willing to make an effort, maybe with a longer contract, wants to come home, then I will go and get him straight away. So, talking about Lacazette going back to Lyon, the contract is what stops that to happen. So moving on. So talking about Hector Bellerin, as I already made a video wherein there was a tactical information wherein you could see the overlapping between Nico Pepe and Cedric Soares. There's only one problem with that whole news, is because that is bad news for somebody like Hector Bellerin. So, well, Bellerin had generally been the established first choice right back this season, but Cedric's impressive run of performances over on the left in the absence of Kieran Tierney, well, there was lots of questions about it because Cedric was given a chance to make this exact case. He grabbed it with both opportunities, both hands against Leicester City. He was impressive. No player put in more crosses from open play during the match than his impressive tally of 5. His tireless overlapping runs are something of a contrast to the performances of Hector Bellerin is putting up this season for Arsenal. The Spaniard has been instructed to come further in field as Arteta looks to implement Pep Guardiola-style inverted fullbacks at the Emirates in order to provide more options to the midfield in the build-up. Well, will Nico Pepe feature more alongside Cedric Soares? This is what we're supposed to see. Let's see if that happens or not. So, Arsenal legend Ian Wright has hailed Mikel Arteta for the decision to hire Andreas Jørgensen as a set-piece coach at the club last summer. We also saw that a new set-piece coach has come in, but defensively we were much better in defending the set pieces. But what about the attack? We have not seen Arsenal scoring, only 2 goals from a set piece, from a corner. Of course, I remember both of them scored by Gabriel Magalhaes and David Luiz in the Europa League game, but David Luiz's equalizer against Leicester City was singled out by Ian Wright specifically. Ian Wright, actually the Swiss coach is coming from Brentford, so Ian Wright said, it's no secret Arsenal have a set-piece coach. When you look at how that Luiz's goal was worked, it was worked brilliantly. You can see that Lacazette was there to clear out the space and pin their best header of the ball, which is Johnny Evans. So, and that is the space where you see David Luiz definitely waiting for the space to be cleared. The ball has to be pinpointed, and it's fantastic. That's why you get a set-piece coach, to get those things working on the training pitch. So yes, well, Ian Wright points out the right things that Arsenal is doing in the right direction. Let's talk about somebody like Bernd Leno. I'm sorry, I just did not put, I pulled out another Arsenal goalkeeper's image. I'm sorry for that. But Bernd Leno shouted before Alex Lacazette scored for Arsenal against Leicester City. Now, why did he do that? What was wrong with him? Well, Bernd Leno was extremely vocal in the win. So the goalkeepers, every shout, you could see Arsenal actually making a video on it and putting on their official YouTube channel about everything that Bernd Leno said. So if you actually go out for that video on 2.09 minute mark, Arsenal, you could see Arsenal appealing for the penalty in the first half. Well, this incident occurred when Nico Pepe was, he was struck by Wilfred Ndidi. But before the penalty was awarded, Leno was leading the protests from inside his own half. As spotted in the aforementioned video, Leno said, "Referee, penalty kick," long before Tierney was instructed by VAR to review the incident on the pitch side monitor. So Leno is crazy. He is really, really a crazy lad. Moving on, so talking about the crazy lads to the craziest of the signings we've seen in the Premier League in, of course, the transfer window. There is, however, somebody who might be a free agent. Might be, and I'm saying might be because there's some concrete evidence that he might not also as well, because Hakan Çalhanoğlu yesterday held contract talks with AC Milan. Now, why am I even saying you this? Why do you even need to know about Hakan Çalhanoğlu? Linked with Arsenal before, but this midfielder is available on a free if he does not get along with AC Milan hierarchy. Now, Çalhanoğlu, one of the best chance creators in Serie A, is in quickly progressing talks over a new contract at AC Milan, is being tweeted out by Fabrizio Romano. So Çalhanoğlu has recorded at least 5 assists in each of his 4 seasons again in Milan in Serie A. Now, if you ask me, is that real? 5 assists? Like, seriously, why? But yeah, whatever. So, is that the reality? I don't know, but let's see if that's going to be happening or not. Let us, yes. So, if you actually check out the tweet of Fabrizio Romano, Hakan Çalhanoğlu today met AC Milan board to discuss his contract extension. Talks ongoing to reach an agreement. Negotiations are now progressing. Current contract will expire in June. So will he actually leave Milan or not? I don't know. Should we go for him? Why not? I mean, he's a man reborn this season at AC Milan. So why not, man? Pioli is doing a good job. So why not? Let's go for Çalhanoğlu if he's available. If and only if he's available. I mean, you'll have free kick specialists alongside Granit Xhaka. I mean, your chances are increased. So with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. If you seek regular FIFA content, rebuilding videos, and of course some monster videos of vintage FIFA, let me put it first and then try to boast about it. So my second channel link is already in the description. Just hit the subscribe button. We're looking to complete 1,000 subscribers on that channel. So once that happens, there's something surprise on the channel. So cheers. I will see you in the next one.